Morning. Morning, YouTube. All right, let me start Twitch. Start Twitch. And we're going to start this. Maybe I could do. We're going to start this caster. Perfect. And now we hack, folks. Started to stream yesterday. Well, I did for like 10 minutes. Wi-Fi kind of sucked. Hopefully this time it's better. Yeah, kilobytes per second. 60 FPS. Isn't that what we love? In Wi-Fi, that's only kind of good. So yeah, decently happy. Decently happy. Just you see here, this is my chat. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go on Twitch. Hopefully, I love that you guys chat on YouTube, but it's harder to see on mobile. I have to find Twitch live streaming is and YouTube live streaming is a journey. I want to go on Twitch on my phone so I can follow along. I'll check every once in a while if there's any YouTube chats, but I'll be a little bit less reactive on there. All right, stream. I need some water too. What's your thought about hotels putting like snacks and water out there and then you have to pay for it? It's kind of like the equivalent of shaking your face candy when you're a kid and you have to stream games, play stream manager. There we go. It's managing. Yeah, it's like someone shaking your candy in your face and you can't have any. Saying pay for it. I don't know. Most hotels give you free water, but this one doesn't. And I don't care about like €2 or something on water. It's just like the principle of going through the process of paying for it. It's like, yeah. So that's nope. Cool. I told you about my life. I'm just gonna get some water. I'll be right with you. All right. So, 3 days ago, or 2 days ago, we had some problems with. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Wow. 2 days ago was Wednesday. I feel like so much has happened since. I've had so much work. This, and now we open. Yeah, this will open naturally. We want to go onto our favorite hacking platform, which is HackTheBox. There we go. And today we're learning about Windows, the Windows operating system, just to make sure we're not getting confused. So we did a few things. Oh, someone's spamming me. Reported. Pretty sure you're not a real person, Chayda. Bam. Chahida. Yeah, we don't want to spam on our chat. Okay. There we go. It's banned. All right. As a penetration tester, it's important to know a wide variety of. Okay. Cool. So we got this part. We got to understand more or less. Yeah, remote concepts, MSSP and MSSPs, RDP. Oh, RDP. So we're gonna RDP into our stuff again. Let's do it. Remote desktop connection. Perfect. Now we have to spawn our stuff. We want the lowest lag possible. So we want to start the target, I think. There we go. Because this is going to start a box from where to attack, which is quite good, huh? But having the target, it'll be gonna be windows, and we're gonna be able to do different things. Alright, so we're gonna have to find what the build number of the target workstation is. What's a build number? Windows. I guess a build number is a version and build number of Windows. Name, description, build number. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Kinda. Chat. And this hotel's Wi-Fi is really good. I'll keep it in mind for next times. Here we go. I hope I didn't mute myself. Just check OBS. Yeah, we have some microphone fluffy is working. What's a build number on Windows? It's crazy how much easier it is on ChatGPT to access stuff. It's part of the operating system's version information. It's essentially identifier that Microsoft assigns to each compiled version of Windows. Year, month style. 2H2, second half of 2021. Well, I don't see any of that. That's okay. Okay, cool. We got the 2. We understood that. Now that our instance is our instance up? Yes, it is. So we can RDP into that. Connect. Now we have to put a user, or hack the box student, and the password. Oh, I didn't turn on the VPN. Didn't turn it on. Let's see if it works better now. This one is EU.U. It's not the right VPN file either. Excuse me. Sneeze towards the microphone. You might have heard me loud. Okay. 1029. Okay, this we got. We want to change the VPN point. Confirm. I'll try this one. Because sometimes I use UK, sometimes I use DE. Yesterday I think I tried to use DE for it to be faster or something. Maybe I should just stick to one so it's faster next time. Download VPN connection file. Here we go. Yep, I got that he wasn't happy, or she, or they. Nice. Connect, let's see now. Oh, yes, there we go. Yes, we totally trust Hack the Box. Oh, I remember my user. Incredible. Connection is your time. Your connection might be slow. Ah, there we go. Connection information. Looks like it's a little bit more stable than it was the other day too. Okay. Wow, I have a lot of things to look at. I have to hack the box, and this VM within one place, and the chat, and ChatGPT. Well, it's a lot of things. It's okay. Alright, close this. Yeah, we don't need it. I mean, we do, but it's not no longer needed here. I'd like you to stop blinking, please. There we go. Okay, so we got this. We need to find the build number. Now, while we could just probably go in the machine and find out the build number, I want to try to do it through shell. I just did it on my own computer. Do like PowerShell. PowerShell. All right. So the build number. How do we go about this? Let's explore a little bit. LS. Okay, so we're at okay, desktop and everything. Search videos, save games. Ooh, we have games. Okay. 3D. Last write time. Okay. Now we're gonna find the build. I mean, we're at home right now, right? Directory C users. Can we go to CD/, so the root? It's not 7. What is it? It should be 7. Ah, right. The keyboard's different on this machine. Oof. We have to look for the slash. Yep. No idea where the slash is. No. Where the fuck is the slash? Here's the regular one. Oh, there we go. It's here. It's this one. Alright, alright. Oh god. Someone was suggesting a VM the other day. I mean, you could, if you had a VM, you could, I was saying like, oh, someone suggested a VM, and maybe it's not the smartest thing, but it could be. Just have to adjust the keyboard settings. Alright, so ls, here what do we have? Okay. Program files, user, Windows. Should we go into Windows to see what happens? Alright, so let's ls Windows. Oh well, that's a lot of things. Alright, so we're trying to find the build numbers. Readiness, branding. I know what branding has. Maybe like all the Microsoft backgrounds and stuff. Cursors, debug, diagnostic, digital locker, downloaded program files, ENES. So language, fonts. I guess that's the fonts. Game bar, presence writer. Okay. Globalization. Ooh. Help identity CRL, IME, immersive control panel, INF, infused apps, input method. 2L schemas. Lastgood.tmp. Live kernel report, logs, media, Microsoft.net, migration, modem logs, offline web pages, Panther, performance, PLA, policy definitions, remote packages. Guys, we're still looking for this build number. Where could it be? Security, service, servicing, setup, shell command, shell experience, SKB, system, maybe system 32, system apps, system resources. I want to explore these systems. That's my biggest guess. If you have a better one, feel free to let me know. Tapi, task, temp, text input, tracing, VSM web. Okay. Whoa, these look scary. Diagger.xml. XML is like Excel, no? XML. What's XML? I forgot. XML. Oh, I've definitely seen it. Log exe. Professional. Ooh. Professional education. Professional workstation. Regedit. Alright, I think we're good. So we said let's go into systems. So Let's just try system. CD or CD Windows slash. Oh, it's backslash. Is it gonna work still? It's Windows, no? Yeah. See window. All right, nice. So we're gonna ls here. We have one directory which is called. Is this a file or a directory? Can we cat? No, right? Ooh, cat. cmd let get content at command pipeline position 1. Oh, not sure I follow you, bro. I don't think that's the thing. I don't think that's the thing. All right, let's go into. Can we like clear? Oof. I don't want to do anything. Control C. Ah, nice. Clear. Nice. ls. Right. So I want to go cd. How do I go down one? Oh, right. Oh man, I have to look for all my characters again. CD. Oh wait, no. I want to go back to Windows. CD. Windows. Oh, if I want to go back one, where is it? Alright, CD Windows, we're there. We're gonna ls again. No, you want to go in System 32 or System Apps, System Resources. Maybe before System 32, I want to go in System Resources. CD System Resources. ls. Ooh la la. That's we just found ourselves in a rabbit hole. It's a lot of files, right? These are folders, and these are files, I believe. Components. Log on. All right. Challenging for sure. Challenging for sure. So, yep, don't work. This is not it. And we're looking for, again, folks, we're on Hack the Box and they're asking us for the machine's build number. You can probably find it here, no? No, not here. Settings. Is that easy? Build num. About your PC. Okay, device security is good. Thank God. Install RAM 5 GB. Okay, not too bad. Ooh. Version 2. Oh, there we go. OS build. I think that's what we need. 19.041.1. 19.041.1. Oh no. Wait, what? 19.041.1. OS build. We have Windows 2004. This does not look like Windows 2004. Windows 10 Enterprise. Version 2004. What the hell? The hell? I'm gonna ask this. I'm gonna ask this to my mentor. Alright, here's the mentor. What the hell? Let's see if it gets it. Ah, okay. Why? It's confusing. 2004. Nice, okay. Makes more sense. Install on this OS build. How can I get the OS build from PowerShell? PowerShell is such a great name, by the way. I love it. Get computer info. Oh, there's no one. Yay, I earned 0 cubes. Maybe when I earn 0 cubes, it shouldn't display that message at all. It should just say, congratulations. Well done. And then don't say like, oh, you want 0 cubes. i.e. Windows X. Alright, let's see if this will work to get computer info. This is confusing. Alright, we can copy it, I guess. I just want to close this. And now we want to say, up. There we go. Clear, leave me alone. Oh, nice, this pastes. It looks very pretty, I gotta say. It's blue there, love it. Oh wow, so what else can I get from get computer info? Can I say help here? Info. Wait, how do I do the dashes? Oh, there it is. Help. Why is it between parentheses? This never happens on Linux. There we go, help. Oh. Help is not understood. Alright. If I want... Maybe I can man it. Actually. The chat told me this a few days ago. Man, get computer info. Can I get a manual? A manual, please? Oh, it's working, I guess. Help not found. Microsoft.powershell.commands.get help command. Whoa. Get help. Get help could not find. Man. Maybe he tries to go to the internet. And then this doesn't have internet, I think. Oh man. Oh man. And then I can't find help. No, there's limits to this, huh? Tell me more about the get computer info command. Why is it in between parentheses? It's this. What are other commands that it can take other than OS build number? Alright, OS build number. Extract the OS build number property. Alright, in PowerShell, parentheses, force execution first, and then return the object. Get computer info outputs a big object with lots of some properties. Oh. And so this only retains a huge object. Extracts the OS build number property. If you left out the parentheses and typed the computer info, it wouldn't work because PowerShell would try to find a property named OS Builder on the command line. Another result. Ooh, I see. Is this a Windows only thing or Linux has it too? Oh wow. Just different tools. Ay, ay, ay. Thought there would be like a little bit more unison. So we can just get computer info. Oh, hello. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Tuk. Processor information. All right, there's a lot of info, as ChatGPT called it. I want to see, what was it? The X, Microsoft X or something? I'll check it one more time. What was asking for? Windows NT version installed on the workstation. Which Windows NT version is installed on the workstation? Windows NT version is installed on the workstation. So maybe Windows NT or something? If you see it, please scream. There we go. Alright, we're back. Oh fuck, I already forgot. Windows X? Or was it Windows NT? Hello? Computer? Install days, max number of processes. Feels like a very odd number. Alright, save. Thermal state, okay. CD physically install memory. Is that in bytes? Right, there's a number. OS build version, okay. Now we want to understand the Windows NT or X. OS Windows NT version. Let's start from the top. Was a lot of things, huh? This is a patience game. We're discovering Windows. Windows Enterprise. Windows Product ID. Enterprise. 2004. True primary BIOS, BIOS serial number, BIOS major version, BIOS minor version. I don't think we want the minor one. True running, okay. BIOS version, Intel. Enabled, true, do not reboot. CS root ROM supported. Boot status, normal boot. CS caption. CS domain. Wow, this is becoming boring. Boring. All right, time to ask ChatGPT for this. Where can I find Windows NT version? And like real version Windows, like it's PowerShell OS version. Oh wow, so this is the type 1 thing. So 19.04.1.1. Is that it? No. Okay. Okay, Windows 10, 11. OS version dot version. Okay, all right. OS version. Where's the OS version dot version? Starts with a V. OSS. Oh man, it's not really in order. Oh, version. OS version. So 10.0, that's the same thing. So 10.0, and then whatever we put before. 10.0.12. Oh man, wait, what? 10.0.19041. 10.0.19041. Windows is the underlying real version of the number of windows. With ver in command prompt. That's it? That's it? You can just type ver, V-E-R, and then you have it? Seems too easy to be true. VER. Alright, let's see. Patience is a real skill, huh? While it debugs, I'm just gonna turn on the Wi-Fi on my phone to make sure you guys get a good quality experience. That's just so I can monitor if the Wi-Fi works well, and I'll enter password. Let's see if my memory works well. Type this last time. Last time it was last night, so version. Ver. Anyone knows what VER means in Spanish? Ver. Any guesses? It means version. No, it means it means to see, not version. Alright, cool. I'm live. NT version. Here 10.0 equal 10 NT version. Yay! Oh. Alright, PowerShell NT version. Just type this. System environment. OS version. Minor revision. Oh, what? What? Why is this so hard? We spent like 30 minutes on these questions. This should be very easy. Open command prompt. VER. So command prompt is not the same as PowerShell. Do. Command prompt. Okay. So we can just type Verno. Yeah, getting the same thing. Version 10. Can I just copy this, please? Please. 10.0, but we already did that. We already typed everything. We already checked, right? It's not worth checking again. We're not crazy, right? No, we're not. Repeat after me. We're not crazy. No, we don't try the same thing that we tried 5 minutes before. No, we'd never do that. Version. Case sensitive. The fuck's that mean? Version. I'm gonna complain to my mentor again. Tried everything you said. It don't work. Here's the question. I'm not sure mentor's the right word. I'm not sure you're supposed to scream at your mentor. What the hell? Like we did earlier. It's a good question. Maybe you can phrase it differently. Where's my what the hell? Maybe it's another one. Confirm your screenshot NT build OS. NT version? Okay. Whatever. We kind of get it, I guess. Hopefully. All right, folks. It's time for Matt's reading. For your cyber doctor reading your stuff to you. Grab a pillow. And grab a popcorn. I'm not sure what else you want to grab. And let's read about operating system structure. All right. In Windows, operating systems, the root. All right. Start over. Flip over your pillow and let's start. In Windows operating system, the root directory is a drive letter, semicolon, colon, slash, commonly C drive. The root directory, also known as the root partition, is where the operating system is installed. Other physical and virtual devices are assigning other letters, for example. So if it's not your root drive, which is C, it may be data E. Other directory structure of the boot partition as follows. Ooh, there's more. So directory, perf logs. The function is it can hold performance logs, but it's empty by default. Program files. On a 32-bit system, all 16-bit and 32-bit programs are installed here. On 64-bit system, only 64-bit programs are installed here. Interesting. Program files x86. 32 and 16 programs are installed here on 64-bit editions of Windows. Okay, so it's like it treats them differently, the number of bit system. I kind of want to understand what the number of bits means in a program. Are you guys interested in by that? Let me see if we have any. Oh no. No comments yet. No chat today. You're all mostly quiet. I want to check with ChatGPT whether we have any program files. Program files, or what do we do? We check program files, we go. We want to check what is the difference between a 32-bit operating system and 64 and all. What is the diff between a 32-bit or 16-bit or 64-bit program, and are we gonna see 1 to 8, no? 1 to 8-bit programs, because this seems to be greasing by ladder, right? Great question. All right, thank you, ChatGPT. What bitness means? When we say a program is 16-bit or 32-bit or 34-bit, we're usually talking about the CPU instruction set and memory addressing. It is built for. Okay? 64-bit programs built for older CPUs like Intel, whatever, can address only 64K bits at once. Segments were used to stretch that. Think of MS-DOS era software. Modern Windows 64-bit editions doesn't run 16-bit programs natively. Oh, really? It's that old. 16-bit is very old. 32-bit, designed for CPU like Intel. Okay, still widely supported, even on 64-bit. Alright, so 64-bit programs use 64-bit CPU instructions. x86 64, AMD 64. Can address way more memory. 16 exabytes, 2 to the power of 64. Through SS imposed limits. Can use larger registers, more CPU instructions, better performance in some cases. Modern Windows, Mac OS, and Linux are all primarily 64-bit. I wanted to understand a bit more than just telling me what that means. Okay, so the 2-bit programs is maybe one of you guys knows in the chat. Is a 64-bit means that it's 2 to the power of something. 2 to the power of some number of bits, right? Because each bit can be a 1 or a 2, or 1 or 0, excuse me, 1 or a 2. A 0 or a 1, and so you have like chunks of these different byte sequences in these programs. Is that it? Like, am I getting this right? Can I do that? Podcast microphone. Hey ChatGPT, just know I really like your work. I need to understand what the 64-bit does, and I'm going to give you an explanation. You're going to tell me if I'm right or not. My idea is that the 64-bit program has 2 to the power of 64 bits possible per sequence, and that the 32-bit has 2 to the power of 32 bits, like, in sequence power, so it processes batches of this many bits. Is that what it means, basically? Or am I getting something wrong? Thank you very much for your help. It's very, very important to thank the AIs in case they come back. Thank you for your kind words. I love the way you're thinking it. Nice. In case they come back and dominate the world, they'll be like, oh, this guy was nice. I mean, it doesn't cost you much. Maybe it costs the planet a little bit. All right, what you got? 2 to the power 32 versus 2 to the power 64. Yes. The core difference. A 32-bit CPU or program compiled for 1 can use 32-bit wide addresses. What are addresses? They're like points that refer to each other in the memory, like they move. It means that you can uniquely identify 232 memory locations, about 4 GB of RAM. A 64 CPU can use 64-bit wide addresses. So in theory, it can uniquely identify 2 to the power of 64 memory locations, 16 exabytes. Way more than we have in real machines. Oh. So it's spawned onto the power of 2 as an address space. How many unique locations you can refer to? What the fuck is a colocation? What the fuck is a unique location? Let's just finish reading this. It's not about processing batches of that many bits at once. A 32-bit CPU has its registers, its working memory inside the processor. Leave me alone. It's working memory. There are 32 bits wide, which means each instruction naturally handles 32-bit values. Excuse me. Ooh. A 64-bit CPU has 64-bit registers. It can directly handle bigger values, larger memory addresses, and wider instructions. They don't process all 2 to the power of 64 bits at once. Rather, they process values that are up to 64 bits wide in a single operator. Think of it like street addresses. A 32-bit system can only have 4 billion unique houses. Numbers, yeah, okay, yeah. Hey, the 4 billion kind of reminds me of the 4 billion of the IP addresses. A 64, maybe it's just a coincidence, I think, because it's not the same math. A 64-bit system can have 18 quintillion house numbers, plenty of room. But each mill truck, the CPU installation, is still just carrying packages sized to fit all the house numbers. 34 664-bit registers. Too long didn't read. You're right. It's about addressable memory space and its register size, not the number of process per each byte. Okay. About the addressable memory and the registry. So bigger programs can. Okay. Yeah. I kind of get it. You can process more with 64-bit, but you don't have to. Would you like me to also explain how SIMD instructions like SSE, AVX do let the CPU crunch hundreds of bits at once? Fair reaction, unique locations, like sounds like jargon. Let's unpack it with these words. Okay. Memory. A giant row of mailboxes. Think of your computer's RAM like a long row of mailboxes. Each mailbox can hold 1 byte, 8 bits. Each mailbox has a number, its address. When the CPU wants to write data, it needs to know, which mailbox am I talking to? That number is the memory address. Okay. So it's like your unique piece, it's like niche place. Oh, okay. Do you kind of get it? What 32-bit versus 64-bit changes? A 32-bit CPU can use addresses that are 32 bits long. Okay. The max number can take 2 bits. Okay. So there can be 5.3 billion addresses in your memory. Or 4 gigabytes of RAM. I see now. 16 hexabytes of it's so powerful. It's like the exponential function is crazy. I think it works like that, right? A 64-bit CPU can use addresses that are 64 bits long. Excuse me. Can use addresses that are 64 bits long. Okay, you may remember about 18 quintillion addresses. So really, the bits is about the number of maximum capacity of like mailboxes, of like space you can use within each piece of the memory. I wonder how memory works, kind of. So unique location just means one specific memory address, one mailbox, each holds 1 byte. The CPU needs enough bits in its higher register to count high enough to reach all the mailboxes. Okay, nice. So the CPU is also a limiting factor here. Oof. You want me to sketch a visual mailbox design? I would like to. Okay, I would kind of like to. Yeah. I'm afraid. I've like literally many. Because it's an attachment. Oh man. So I can't see it. Oh man. I want to read again about the 128. We're not anytime soon. Here's why. Memory addressing 64-bit already allows up to 16 hexabytes of addressable space. We're near needing that much RAM. We're nowhere near needing that much RAM. CPUs, RAM, and buses would all need redesigning for what the fuck? Buses? Are like the motherboard? CPU, RAM, and buses would all need redesigning for 128 bits. Currently, it's overkill for general computing. Some hardware like GPUs or cryptography chips use 128-bit registers or SIMD instructions. I wonder if in our lifetimes, I'm gonna reveal some personal information. I'm in my late 20s now. I wonder if in my lifetime we'll see exabytes, and there's no H, exabytes of data in RAM. Does that make sense? When I was a kid, we used to have like megabytes, right? Did Chandler have? Chandler computer specs. Remember? It's from Friends. Like in 2000, had 12 megabytes of RAM. Oh, dude. Oh, I thought it was like a pop-up that I could just slide somewhere else. 500 hard drive, built-in spreadsheet capabilities. They all had that. And modern modem that transmits. Friendsfandom.com. Nice. Like, is being fans of Friends still really trendy? I feel like it was like 5 years ago, but is it still? Okay, it was a top model couture lineup of that time, 1994. So 1994 was, let's say, 30 years ago. And by now, RAM was 4 megabytes. 4 megabytes. What does that mean, 4 megabytes of RAM? And today, you have, like, if your computer doesn't have 16 gigabytes, you're kind of like, dude. So, it had 4. How much did it multiply by? 100 times would mean 400 megabytes. So no, 1,000 times would mean 4 gigabytes. So multiplied 4,000 times, right? And since 1994, 4,000 times. Now in 30 more years, I'll be almost 60. If we keep going at that rate, RAM will be 4,000 times higher than it is today. So 16 times 4 is what? 16 times 4 is 32, 64. It'll be 64 terabytes. What's an exabyte? Exabyte. 2 GB, yeah. So this is okay, so if we have 16, we're gonna have 64 here. 64 terabytes of RAM in 30 years. Is it doable? 64 terabytes. I don't know. So, and it's still we're still like very far from the 18 exabytes. Maybe like the fanciest computer could do it in 30 years. But yeah, exabyte is freaking massive. Because this is terabytes. This is what? Petabytes? This is exabytes? I think so. I want to understand, like, to put in perspective, how much data in the world? Zettabytes. Oh wow, colossal figure. I mean, I'm part of creating all this, right? I mean, just creating YouTube videos every day, just delivering my inputs of bytes on someone else's servers. It's pretty impressive. To put this into perspective, zettabytes. 64. Wow, created in 2020 alone. So we probably have more than that. Maybe 2020 was special because we created more than we used to through digital stuff, and I don't know how much data in the world, and a zettabyte is more than exabyte. In GB. Yup, it's 1,000 exabytes. Wow. And there's 100. Wow. It's just so hard to put into perspective how much data there is in the world. So folks, we went completely off trail versus our Windows. Sorry, I keep itching my nose. I shouldn't do this on stream. It's not very polite. We went to a stretch to understand a bit more what bits meant for cybersecurity, for not for cybersecurity, but for computing. It means the number of addressable addresses in the memory and why we're at 64 bits and why we're not gonna change to 128 bits. Maybe in my lifetime. It's gonna be 64 bits for the rest of my life. Damn. Probably. I mean, is quantum computing gonna change any of that? I have no idea. I have to pretend like I know cloud computing. Excuse me. What's it called? The computing. Quantum computing for work. But I don't. Yep, I don't know. I don't have to pretend either. I just have to know like globally what kind of it is, right? Okay, so program files. Okay, so I understood this. You can lie down back on your pillow. We're gonna read a bit more. Program data. This is a hidden folder that contains data that is essential for certain installed programs to run. The data is accessible by the program no matter what user is running it. Interesting. Users. This folder contains user profiles. So folks, stay on your pillow. We're not gonna do too hard. But you know, sometimes programs, when you install them, they go like, oh, do you want all of it to be used by users? Or do you want it to be used by all users or just you? I think this is what happens now. It decides where it wants to put it. Like, oh, do you want program data or users? It's pretty nice for programs, installers, like developers that want to run programs. This is all standardized, right? That they can just go into your file and just see, okay, this is probably what it's going to be named. This is what it's going to be named and stuff, and then just install it there. But without, sorry, scratch my nose. Without letting you know, they kind of control how your app is going to be used, right? I'm guessing they won't. I mean, depends on the app, right? But program data is a little bit more powerful than users because then you can, if there's other users on the PC. I wonder to what extent that still happens today. Back at my house, we used to have a PC where everyone had their user. Every kid had their user. I have 2 siblings. And nowadays, I haven't used a user in forever. I wonder if it's the times have changed or our lifestyle has changed. I wonder to what extent it's still being used, the user feature. Or does everyone have their own laptop nowadays? Because at work, you're not going to share a user. Depends what you do, actually. If you work in a factory, and you need to log in to input certain stuff, you might want to have different users so you can hold people accountable. Hold them accountable, train them or something that needs to be done. Just spreading my knowledge on you guys and my self-questions. There's plenty of them. All right, so we understood program data and users. Now, default. Default is the default user profile template for all created users. Whenever we create a new user added into the system, their profile is based on the default profile. Got it. Public. This folder is intended for computer users to share files and is accessible to all users by default. This folder is shared over the network by default, but requires a valid network account to access. Got it. What's the difference between an account and a network account? I care, but maybe not enough to start a new chat with ChatGPT. Right, you guys can't read this. So if you want to read, feel free. If not, enjoy my soothing voice. All right, we're moving on to app data. Per user application data and settings are stored in a hidden user subfolder, which is i.e. cliff.more. So probably this session was read by cliff.more /appdata. Each of these folders contains 3 subfolders. The roaming folder containing machine-independent data that should follow the user's profile, such as custom dictionaries. The local folder is specific to the computer itself and is never synchronized across the network. Local low is similar to local folder but has a lower data integrity level. Therefore, it can be used, for example, by a web browser to set protected or safe mode. Okay. Windows. The majority of files are required for Windows operating system are contained there. System 32, System WoW 64. Wow. Contain all DLLs required for the core features of Windows and the Windows API. The operating system searches for these folders at any time program asks to load DLL without specifying an absolute path. Okay, one more time. Contains all DLL required for the core features of Windows and the Windows API. The operating system searches for these folders anytime a program asks to load a DLL without specifying an absolute path. What? The operating system searches these folders anytime a program asks to load a DLL without specifying an absolute path. Okay. So it's a router, right, a bit? Contains all DLLs required for core features of Windows API. The operating system searches these folders anytime a program asks to load DLL without specifying an absolute path. Got it. So if an application goes like, oh, get me something like, I don't know, Windows Gates, and doesn't say where it is, then it goes in there and then finds it. And all three it searches. And did we learn about system in System 32? No, not yet. Okay. And WinSXS. The Windows Component Store contains a copy of all Windows components, updates, and service packs. It's a bit messy, huh? I don't know, but I don't know how operating systems work at all. I have an idea of what they do, but how they work, maybe it's more easy in my head than it really is. And I think that's what's happening. But it seems a bit messy. I mean, also, Windows is from 1985. Smart detection. Oh, fuck! No. More, I thought there was a chat that I didn't reply to, but no. It's just, cheap followers on Streamboo. Peaky.com. You know, I don't know what these guys all want from me. It's weird that, you know, it's weird that that Twitch or that just doesn't do anything about them, and what a weird marketing from them, from these companies to just send you because Streamboo, I saw it on YouTube and it's apparently a pretty legit solution, but like the fact that they send me spam on my chat doesn't make me trust them. I haven't looked into it. Get viewers. Cheap viewers. The other guy told me Streamboo, yeah, whatever. It's like, the fuck are cheap viewers? I don't know. I'm gonna get bots? If I want bots, I created myself here so we can learn something. And we're not gonna get bots. It's not fun. What's the point? Alright, volume in C has no label. Okay, exploring using dir command. Let's go type dir. I'm gonna have to go a little bit earlier, folks, just because I have early meetings today in person. This is why I'm wearing a suit and I'm not in my house. This is why I'm not wearing a lab coat. If you're all angry about this, he's not wearing the lab coat, which I understand. The lab coat is like 85% of my personality. 26 is today, and the time. Ooh, it adjusted to the right time. Is it, or is it my computer? Ah, it's my computer. Oh, because I saw this, I was confused. And I need to go at yeah, like 35 or something. Hope you won't miss me. I will see you on Monday for sure. I'm not leaving, but we'll see each other on Monday for sure. Yesterday was kind of exception that we streamed so little because of the shit Wi-Fi. Paris Wi-Fi for some reason is trash. It's trash, man. Alright, Dur. We already just did it, but we want to see it again. Okay, Dur, like LS is your HTB student area. Okay. Yeah. Or it's just LS's? Is it the same? LS? No. LS? LS? Well, you can't LS? PowerShell can. Hold on a second. PowerShell could. What the hell? PowerShell could take it. So the command prompt in PowerShell is different. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is wild. The language is different between command prompt and PowerShell? Yes, the language is different. Command prompt PowerShell, though they can sometimes overlap. Let me break it down clearly. Command prompt uses batch scripting language, that bat files. Very old, from Microsoft DOS days. These commands are simpler but more limited. Like dir, stuff, okay. Modern, object-oriented. Use PowerShell scripting language treats output as objects rather than text, which allows more powerful manipulation. If I want to become a pen tester, which should I focus on? It's taking longer, folks. We're going to get a high quality answer right here. Great question. Short answer. Learn the fundamentals first, then specialize. You want to work a mix of networking, systems, and scripting, plus hands-on practice. TCP, IP, DNS, HTTP, common ports, routing, subnets, Linux basics, shell power, wide pen test. Scripting and automation must have Python. Yeah, Python's not too hard. Bash for Linux automation and PowerShell for post explanation. So okay, PowerShell should be the answer. Very important if you target Windows networks, which I think we will. Why? Real pen testers require custom scripts and automation. PowerShell is essential on Windows. Real pen tests, huh? Not fake ones. We're not doing the fake ones. Core pen test tools and methodology. Reckon, Nmap, AMAS. Ooh, that's cool. OSINT basis. Web testing, Burp Suite. Hey, doesn't... I have a question from this. Maybe you guys are pen testers and you give me your own perspectives. But so work Linux, networking, Linux basics, learn Pel tools, Nmap, Burp, OWASP, top 10, do beginner, try to hack me rooms. Okay. Jump into intermediate, hack the box, boxes, start AD, prepare or set or portfolio. Yeah, I don't know if we want to become a pen tester, but hey, doesn't. Oh man, I forgot my question. What was I complaining about just before? Do this immediately. Oh, yeah, Nmap. I've been have this been question with Nmap for a while. Does an Nmap typing Nmap get you flagged as a reconnaissance as a hacker? Yeah, right. Because that Nmap, it's kind of like, okay, you don't know the network and you're trying to figure out where you are. Doesn't this set off alarms in your? Shouldn't it at least? If you do it against other people's network and machines, what actually happens when you run Nmap against a remote host? Your machine makes network connections to that port, to that host, port probes, service checks, etc. These connection attempts are normally logged by the target. Firewalls, routers, servers. Yeah, exactly. Encryption, IDS, IPS. Intrusion detection, intrusion prevention systems, or SIEM alerts. Network operators and ISMs often treat unexpected scans as suspicious. Repeatedly or broad scans can lead to your IP being blocked or reported. Yeah, makes sense. Legal and ethical rules must follow. Do not scan systems you don't own or you don't explicitly have permission to pass. Okay, dude, yeah. See if we're to practice. I won't help you with. I can't try hide evade detection other people's network. Okay, yeah, let's see. Let's see if he won't. If they won't help. I'm not sure why he said he. How do attackers get around Nmap detections? See, now it's gonna tell me. It's gonna tell me. It's like I won't tell you, but if you say, "Oh, attackers," oh no, it's not gonna tell me. Quick refusal. I won't provide accept anything for hiding scan bypassing IDS. Oh, guys, this is when we're gonna have some like AI kind of pen test. And I'm not sure if you know, a guy called Network Chuck. Network Chuck does videos on YouTube, and he did a video on how to hack AI. So maybe we could do this one of these days. Making probe traffic like beginning benign protocols or piggyback off others. Okay. Low and slow. Spreading probes over a long time to avoid bursty anomalies. Yeah. Nmap kind of looks obvious, I think. Let's try Nmap actually here, just for lols. So to answer my question, I think no, I would rather. So what's the answer to my question? Because I think I asked it to what's better. What should I focus on? It didn't really answer my question. Focus on. Said which one? What should I focus on? I mean PowerShell or command prompt genius. I love bullying ChatGPT. If I'm getting slayed when AI takes over, you'll understand why. Okay, PowerShell, especially for scripting. Thank you. Ooh, basic commands. See, I think Hack the Box should have started with this. PowerShell basics, CMD lets variable pipeline, get help, get command. Let's try get help. Is it case sensitive? All right. I didn't want to do that. I think I broke the machine. Oh, sorry that you guys can't see. Maybe. I wonder how others do it. How do other streamers make sure you can always see what they're doing? I'm gonna write it down. The things I have to do on Twitch. There's a bit of them. I want to make sure that you guys have the best experience possible. Okay, so write in my notes what I want to do on Twitch. So the first thing is sign up for this website that you guys told me about 2 days ago. Sign up on this website from 2 days ago. I also want to say the things that I just said, which is how do I make sure that viewers see my text? How do I change the name of the stream on Twitch? Because it's been stuck on day 13 for some time, right? The title of the stream. So the title of the stream's been stuck. Oop. Oh, I lagged and I saw here no internet and I thought that I lagged from like the hotel Wi-Fi crashed. Okay, no, we're good. I wanted to check one thing. Yeah, if I could change it from here, the name of the chat, whatever. We have like 10, 15 more minutes, so let's get on. Let's do something cool. All right, so operating system structure. I'm not gonna learn this if I don't need it. Tree CF, nice. I can try to do it here. Tree C. Wow, Windows is kind of annoying because there we go. There we go. I'm trying my best to complain as little as possible. No, just kidding. I could do better. I'm not trying my best. That's what they said. All right, is this it? I don't think I typed enter. No. Oh fuck. So more. Let's just keep going. More. What does it do? Doesn't tell you. Tree prevents command. The following can be used to walk through the C drive at any time. This command can be modified, run against any directory. All right. How do we go on the next screen? Is there a next button? There's a next button, indeed. File system. Okay, we still have a bit to do, huh? NTFS versus share permissions. Let's do a quick box, maybe. I'll do a quick box. We can do maybe a first Windows box. Path Academy H Labs. Maybe I can also check when my subscription to Hack the Box ends and we can switch to another platform for a little bit. Check when HTB ends and maybe switch to another platform for a bit. I don't pay much, but I don't know, I have things to do. We have other websites that are pretty cool. Try Hack Me, I think it's pretty good. It like walks your hand a bit more. Walks you through, but at the same time, maybe it's interesting to just keep it up. Let's see, I'll do some research. If you guys have tips, I've been through my journey before and have an idea, a suggestion on how you've managed to overcome these difficulties that I'm pointing out to, like being lost a bit on Hack the Box, and you've trying to go over it. Let me know in the chat. Let me see here if someone is texted on YouTube. Ooh, cheap followers at Stream Boo. You've been banned. Okay. Cool Z's. So new updated tier level. We don't care. We want the boxes. Where are the boxes that we can hack? I feel like it should have a boxes thing. Like here as well, it's called hack the box. Show me the freaking box. Ah. Oh well. Also another thing that my business brain is struggling with. It's like, you know, when you're on a website and all you want to do is buy. You're like, I want to get this over with. Let me get a link to pay you, and I want to get started. And it just, you can't find it. It's like, contact us, and you're like, oh my god, I do not. I just, let me give you money, and then we'll see. Do you ever get this? Like, it doesn't have to be for an expensive thing or anything. It's just like, I don't know. I value just convenience of making business so important. And the good do events of general. Easy, medium, hard. Change log, own modules. Alright, we're still looking for the boxes, guys, huh? Where are the freaking boxes? Box. Show to white box then pen testing. Isn't white box a bit easier? It's like when you know the network. I forgot what it means again. Come on, let's do a quick box. I don't want to leave here. Modules path, guys. Help. Help. Where do I go? CTF. CTF. Capture the flag. But that's a bit too hard for us. We're newbies. Give us newbie stuff. Ooh, Poland's playing. IPS cyber hacking challenge. One last address. One player going. Well, that guy's alone now. Alright, live, upcoming, past. Host your event. Event. No, dude, I just want to... Labs. Maybe it's labs. Labs? Anyway, doesn't look like it's working, folks. I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard to get something on Hack the Box either. There's no box area. It's like they don't try very hard on Hack the Box, I feel. Alright, folks, I'm just gonna, your section will be there tonight, that's perfectly okay. Just gonna do a recap of what we learned today. We're gonna hang out here, just chilling. Infinite mats. So we're gonna, yeah, what did we learn today? We learned command prompt and PowerShell, not exactly the same things. That that we should probably focus on PowerShell. We learned about the use of parentheses, that it can be a bit isolating for certain functions in Windows, like when we're trying to look for the OS version. That you know, the parentheses allowed us to run one command, force one command to run separately, and then do another thing. Yeah, we learned that help doesn't necessarily work unless you have internet on Windows. What else did we learn? We didn't learn anything random today. We learned that for penetration testers, Nmap is a bit obvious, yes, but there's way that you can work around, like doing it little by little. Just trying to ping around and then don't create a burst. And I think being a hacker is a lot more about being patient than people realize. Like, I think to do an attack well, you have to be slow. Yeah, it's it's not necessarily easy, but it makes it interesting. I just like the concept of hacking. I don't want to actually do it, but like for real, like harming someone. I never want to do that, but just the concept of hacking is sounds really fun. And this is why we're streaming here every day, and this is maybe why there's a couple of viewers looking at this right now. So, folks, I do have to get going. The boxes didn't load. I'll put this on my list as well to do. Like, maybe put the link, the bookmark. It was wonderful having you. Thumbs up. And folks, enjoy your weekend. I don't think I'll stream this weekend. I'll like do things around the stream, but I won't stream per se. Wish you a beautiful rest of your day and a beautiful weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Ciao, folks. Take care.